FIFA 19's new mechanics, career mode, rumors, and more. I am Curtis Russell here on the Seoul Dojo gaming channel, and I am accompanied by my man, Agent KB. What
What's
is up,
happening,
dog?
dog? Chilling, man. I'm on
You doing good? You doing good?
doing good right now, man. I'm on FIFA right now, man. On my
As we speak.
little career mode. I'm ready. I'm just getting ready for 19, dog. So
Right. So we got a couple things to talk about FIFA 19. I haven't done a FIFA 19 video at all, so we're gonna try to cover mostly everything that's been confirmed and some rumors that have came out. So far, one of the biggest things that's going on for FIFA 19 is the Champions League and the Europa League, of course, and they got the license. PES no longer has the license, so RIP to PES at that point. But we're hearing that it's been confirmed that there's going to be a cinematic Champions League draw.
yep. And that's really
That is
cool
fire.
because on of course 18 and then previously when you want to look at who you're playing, but you got to go through the tables and stuff, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, but just the fact like they're doing like the drawing like with the balls in the cup, which is what I
Yeah.
see. That is just mad dope. Adds a whole
Yeah, and when FIFA, they've been, adding in a lot of cinematic stuff recently, and usually it gets very repetitive after a while, especially when you look at kind of the contract negotiations and you see we just literally skip those now. I rather just delegate the contract now, but this kind of cinematic, it's going to happen every year, and you're going to get different teams. So you don't know exactly who you're going to get.
Right.
That's the best part about it. So this, I don't really see getting old, maybe the animation, but you want to see who you get. And as long as they hit it right, which it's a pretty easy thing to do. You have the balls in the bowl, you pick it out. Manchester United plays, Sevilla, whatever, and I think that's a pretty cool part that they're going to, in addition to the Champions League and the Europa League. Hopefully they get one with the Europa League also. Anything else on Champions League cinematic draw?
Man, I just think with the animation, it'll be cool. I'm sure it'll be this. I mean, of course, it's gonna be the same, but I think it's always gonna be exciting because think about how me and you play, and just wondering if we're gonna be in a group of death or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So get that animation. You see Bayern and Madrid, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, yo.
Yeah,
So
that's right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you
pretty
don't know
cool.
who you're gonna get, and it's always gonna be pretty awesome. So let's talk about some of the new mechanics that has been kind of surfacing. The first one we're gonna talk about, I'm really excited for. It's dynamic tactics, and the
Oh
trailer
yeah.
that's going on in the video right now is it has Pep Guardiola and Eddie Howe, some of the Premier League managers, and they're talking about some of the tactics. And I don't know how many times I've been in a game and I'm in a 4-3-3 and I want to kind of change up the style, and I want to kind of change to like a 4-2-3-1 and play more compact, more possession ball. And I can't necessarily do that on the fly. I got to go in the menu, switch around some people. And this kind of gives you a chance to customize your tactics. So, and not only just your formation, you have your offensive style and you have your defensive style.
Yeah. And I really like that a lot because, I mean, like I said, how much we play, like we want our teams to feel different, with the certain players, because, you're going to get certain players that do different things and not everybody's the same. Some
Yeah.
formations don't work for everybody. So just for the fact that you can do things suited for your players and your style of play, man, that's just awesome. And making those adjustments, that I think that's a
I think
huge
it's
plus.
yeah,
Huge plus.
right. And it makes the team feel authentic to you
Exactly.
and how you want to run the team. And I know me, I love the 4-2-3-1. I think it's the perfect formation for me. But I know when I have certain players, I gotta run the 4-3-3. But I think what I really like about this is that it gives a good variation, and I think it gives teams their actual
I was
characteristics.
just
So
about to say that.
Manchester City is going to press you, and they're going to try to win the ball back defensively, and they're going to have a fast build up attacking wise. Manchester United would be more of a compact press, more pragmatic outlook on a game, they would try to draw out the game,
Yeah.
get a goal, and just suck the life out of the game with a possession ball. You would probably have teams like West Bromwich Albion that would do long balls and stuff like that. And I feel like it would just give every team that added realism, that added, you know, authenticness to how they play in real life. Because right now, I think everybody in FIFA plays the same. Every team plays the same. It's just it depends on who has what players. You know what I'm saying? Also, they're removing Park the Bus.
Really?
Yes, they're removing Park the Bus. They only have, I think it's like balance. Then you have your defensive, ultra defensive, and then you have attacking, ultra attacking. But you can customize those.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, you can customize those. So that's super awesome. Also, the new mechanic that everybody is kind of just on the edge about is the new time shooting. It's on the little bit of on some 2K stuff. You gotta, so apparently what's going on is you gotta press circle to shoot, but then you gotta press circle again.
Are you serious?
To time it. Yes. One time circle is a finesse shot.
Oh my god, yeah, bro. I'm gonna need a classic controls. I ain't got time for that. Like,
it's crazy.
Nah.
I don't know. I don't know about that. And I think with headers, that's a little arcadey. I don't know about that. And I feel like this is what I feel like about it. I think that in a way, when I think about it, I'm like, okay, this kind of creates a skill gap because then people have to time their shooting right. But I feel like people in pro clubs are going to know their players shooting so well that hopefully it isn't OP at that point. Like you literally get it perfect and you automatically make a goal. I don't want that. And it's like, okay, if you're far away from the goal, does that mean the green bar gets smaller? You know what I'm saying? Or as close as you get, does it get bigger? A little bit how 2K was? Do players have hot spots?
Is it based on like your finishing? You know what I'm
saying? Yeah,
like would it be a slower meter? Just or like with Madden. Madden's a perfect fucking example of when you kick a field goal. You know what I'm saying? You press X, you know, you press the power for power, and then you have another one for accuracy. Yeah. But in that you're kicking the field goal, you're at a standstill, so you have time. Like I just don't. I mean, I'm sure they'll work it out, but just having that time and say you're dribbling in a box, you know, you're mixing up, and you're trying to get a shot off, and you got a double tap circle. Like how fast is that meter? Because you need that shot to be gone within just really fast. And do you got time for that? So how fast is this meter really gonna be when like we're on pressure? You got a man on your hip. And you need to let that ball go in the box. Like, how fast is this meter going?
Yeah, you know what's funny is I was thinking about that also is when you're like you're saying you're in the middle of traffic and you're trying to get like a quick shot off. Like, does it really need to be a double tap of circle? And hopefully they do implement just a regular classic. You could just press circle, aim that thing, and you got it. This can be a deal breaker, but I'm not gonna go that far because we're gonna have to just play the demo at this point and just see how all that works. But this is a big change if you can't change it. This is a very big change to FIFA 19, and I don't know if that's gonna be looking right. That could kill the game in 35 minutes of launch.
I just think that I don't think it'll be hard to shoot. I really don't, because nobody would. I hope nobody would, you know, do that. Just to shoot a damn ball, like it's not that hard. It shouldn't be hard to shoot a ball. So I'm pretty sure they'll make it seem okay, but yeah, we'll see, bro. It's interesting. It's interesting.
I think there's so many things they got to be working on instead of trying to redefine shooting because the button input is still kind of lacking. The button input in FIFA 19 is still kind of behind, especially when you play online or if you play pro clubs. It's just sometimes you press that button and it doesn't register quick enough, so it gets a little annoying. But we'll save that for another topic. I mean, that's gonna be crazy. We're gonna have to see that definitely when the game gets its demo or when it comes out. So with career mode, we got a couple of changes, so we can fully customize our manager. Finally, the images I'm gonna show up on the screen. They're from a website called Dream Team FC, and the pictures are from his name is Foot Mentor. So check him out. I'm gonna have the link in the description. But how long have we waited for this, Key? This
Oh
has been
my
a while.
gosh, this it's been forever, man. I mean, you can create your player. One of my big gripes was, which I just thought about today when I made my new career mode, was how you have a career mode player, and then if you want to
Mm-hmm.
retire and become a manager, you got somebody that looks completely different. Like,
Mm-hmm.
how could you not possibly just port that over? Like, it's really nothing. So, but it was so cool to see. Like, I thought we were just gonna get like the faces and everything, but the fact you can get like watches, scarves, hats, like you could, like that is dope.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And what you were saying about the retired thing is like I have that down in the notes, is like you want to keep that same connection you had with
right,
your player career moving to having a managerial career. Like that was, I was like, this is an undermined mechanic in the game
yeah,
that a lot of people probably don't use, and you have a good chance of really making it super awesome. So I think that is something big, and I love the fact that you can customize. I mean, finally, because before, of course, the customization was so linear. You can only pick a certain amount of faces, and tracksuit,
that
certain tie
the
or a suit.
tracksuit that didn't match, man. I'm playing with freaking. No, man. I got a team that's red, MK Dons, and I'm wearing a fucking black and blue tracksuit. Like, come on
Yeah,
now.
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So, it makes me have a better connection with the manager that I want to be. And I mean, they're adding little stuff. There's so many things I can do differently with manager mode and player career. Oh my goodness, it's ridiculous. But one of the things we're hearing that they're going to redefine is press conferences, and I think that is something, because now the press conferences now, first of all, they're not mandatory.
Right.
Second of all, they're when it comes to options, well, the whole thing is crap,
Mm,
just to say like it's crap. It literally has two options, and
right.
you can choose if you want to go at the player or if you want to go at the opposition team or the opposition player. And you have two options: you can praise them or something else, unpraise them or something. They have like the same generic article
Right.
that pops up in the news, whatever, and it's in the news on the side of the career mode, and it is just crap, and there's no reason to do it. It's just a waste of time. But if they're doing like an actual, you gotta, choose your answer, like how kind of 2K does it,
That'll be
that's
cool.
pretty sweet.
That'll be dope.
What do you benefit from stuff like this?
Hmm.
What do you benefit from selling a whole bunch of shirts? What do you benefit from selling out your stadium? What do you benefit from? You're not getting. Me and you played loads and loads of career mode. We don't get
Yeah.
added money. We
Yeah.
don't get uh t-shirt sponsors. We don't get anything. They set the objective, but they don't give it a reward for the
That's
objective.
actually true. It should be more than a grade because me personally, I like going for the goals. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
and if we don't achieve them without winning the league, because you could win the league and be like, fuck the goals and still get, it's all gravy. But if you don't achieve them, eventually you'll get fired. So there definitely needs to be a reward. I mean, of course, for
Yeah.
like exposure, popularity, like I don't know if like your popularity will increase from like brand exposure will increase from like 2 to 5. If we've made $3 billion clubs
Yeah.
from freaking league, the bottom league. So and
Yeah.
there needs to be a carryover, man, from when we win our treble. I shouldn't be coming into the next year with 20-30 million dollars, bro.
It's ridiculous.
Like
It's ridiculous. And you're in the most expensive league,
the
in the
dude,
most wealthy league in the world,
bro,
in the Premier League.
like by far, dude. I had one time I
Yeah.
remember I played in Ligue 1. I won the
Mhm.
title. It was like, bro, it was 30 million for winning the title. I was like,
Wow.
Prem,
And what is in the Premier League,
it's
like
like
178?
exactly,
Wow.
exactly. So it's like,
Yeah.
what kind of backing? I don't know, man. I wish there could be something kind of like with Madden
And
franchise with the
where does
owners.
all that money go? Well,
That's what I'm
like,
saying. Like
where does all that
they
money
need to
go?
implement like a Madden owner mode. So like you can be like
Mhm.
a GM where you just handle like, okay, you have the player, then there's when you handle the team, and then the owner, where you handle everything from stadium, prices,
Mhm.
but your money,
Right.
you're either a lifelong fan, you're either a business mogul, or a former player, something like that. But each
Mhm.
one comes with a different perk. Of course, if you're like, you got Etihad or Emirates or something like that, you got big dough.
Yeah.
You do what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they should kind of add something like that to where like your money, you can control your money, where it goes.
Mhm.
I mean, damn. I mean, that would just be
Because
cool because
I know because and like you're saying, the GM mode, FIFA doesn't expand to that.
uh,
So it's like, okay, so $178. They gave me 30 million. Our stadium doesn't upgrade.
our stadium doesn't
So
upgrade and it's still freaking 15,000. I'm like,
right.
bro, come on now.
And you're at top league ball and you're in the Champions League. You're winning the Champions League, you're winning the Premier League, and you're the best team in the world. And it's like it doesn't. You're still at Crown Lane with 20,000 seats. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's like, where does this money go? In real life, the money goes to the groundsman,
Yeah.
to the trainer team, the tea lady, and all that money gets spread out on wages. But it's like 178 million as we're talking. I keep saying 178 million dollars.
Right.
That if you look at the wages, you're hitting like what, like 3 million
Mhm.
on wages,
And that's
and it's like, where the rest of the money going?
yep.
So they need to implement something like that. That's just us going off the rails and completely like this is what needs to change in career mode, because me and you, we could even talk about what should change in the youth setup.
Oh my God. Don't get me started. It's
FIFA's never been a creation heavy, like they
never.
never had a creation club. They
Never.
never been that way, and it would just be nice because these games are starting to get dried out that they would have those. So,
Right.
let's move on to the new leagues. Well, okay,
Oh
so
yeah.
this rumor is about 95% there. Like we just need that extra 5%. We just need that official maybe trailer video, but we know for sure that I was gonna say Super Chinese League, but the Chinese Super League is coming to FIFA 19, because at a PlayStation conference they had the poster up there, or they had it up on the Megatron, whatever, and they had, I think it was 16 teams in the Chinese League. And I think a lot of people want the African League, they want the Croatian League, but I think this league kind of needed to come because of the players that are in it.
But
You have Axel Witsel, you have Oscar, you have Hulk, you have Teleska. They're all in that league, and we kind of need those guys in the game, right?
Paulinho went. So they needed that. I mean, because they've been getting major players for a long time, and it's a money league. So I wonder what them transfer budgets gonna look like, my dude.
What I think, just to push it a little farther along, we have the Korean League, we have the Japanese League, we are getting the Chinese League, we have the Saudi Arabian League, maybe a few more Asian leagues. We can probably start seeing the AFC Champions League in there.
Okay.
We can start. It would be more of a reason to be in these leagues as a player and as a manager. For the Asian Champions League, I think you get like $4 million. Of course, it's not a lot, but you know what you're getting into when you join one of these leagues.
Right.
But I think that would be pretty sweet. That would just add more cups to the game and just way more leagues. But like people are saying, Africa, I would love that to be next. You can play with it'd be sweet. I think there's an Ajax South African team that's, I don't know, I think it's in FIFA, but it needs a league to be posted with it. But let's talk about the new game mode. So there's been rumors that there's a new kind of FIFA Street House Rules game mode.
Yep.
And it's like, if you score, one player from that team that got scored on gets taken out. I think this was in FIFA Street before, if I'm not mistaken. This is something pretty cool. Now, I've looked at some of the comments and people are like, well, why are they working on this? They could have been working and sprinkling more of that time on the other game modes. I agree with that. But at the same time, I've never got mad at EA for making something brand new, especially when it comes to like a career mode. Key, was I mad about the journey when it first came by?
Nah.
No. I was hyped, actually.
Yeah,
I didn't play a lot of it.
Definitely got to speak on the journey after this, but that mode.
I wasn't mad.
Right.
I wasn't mad about it, but it's the fact that, they kept bringing it back, and it's like, screw the journey at this point, okay?
Yeah.
But with this new FIFA mode, it's something that I know that I'm pretty sure it's not online. I'm pretty sure it's just a
That'd
little
be
game mode.
so
I'm pretty
cool if
sure
it was. I'm about to say if that was
it'd be so
online, you
cool.
know how lit that would
Yeah.
be.
It would be so awesome.
Yeah.
We don't know for sure if it's online or not, but I'm pretty sure that maybe it might not be online. It might just be maybe a select few teams that are in it too. But
Mm.
it's a start. And what FIFA needs to do, what EA needs to do, is just build from that. And but yeah, what do you think about this FIFA streetish kind of mode that is coming to FIFA 19? Do you think maybe they should have used that time to spread it over the other game modes, or is it time for a new game mode?
Man, I'm okay with it because I know they weren't gonna do nothing else. Like
Right.
it's not really. I'm not really hurt about it because us as the fans and the consumers, we should know how EA is. So we
Mhm.
can't expect too much. The change that we get,
Mhm.
we just kind of gotta, that's what we get when we deal with EA. We just gotta kind of roll with it. I mean, we still gonna buy the game,
Yeah.
shit, but we just gotta pray that they do something else. But I'm okay with that mode. Do I see myself playing that mode a lot? Probably not, to be honest.
It'd probably be just a one-time thing when you put in the game for the first
Right.
time, and then
And I
you're
think
done.
that's more something like if you're playing with somebody, I just don't see people or people like
Yeah.
me and you who are heavily in
Yeah.
the career modes and online. Like we're not playing.
Right. Right. Well, so far that is just about everything. Probably just some small stuff that everything that's FIFA 19 has came out and said, and some of the rumors we addressed. Of course, FIFA 19 has a lot of problems. Like you said, we know what we're getting with EA. It's just a new installment of FIFA. We do like getting the new FIFA, and there's things I like about FIFA
Right.
and why I buy it annually. Um, but that all that what's wrong with FIFA, that is definitely a video for another day. But I appreciate you guys coming back to the Soul Dojo. We are at 90 subscribers. Let's get to
Okay.
100. Yeah, I mean, it's been awesome. Let's try to get to 100 before like October. I think that would be super sweet. So make sure you subscribe, like the video, and check out my man. Well, check out the Dream Team FC.
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah.
put the link in the description. And Key, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you stopping by on the show.
Anytime, brother.
And we'll check you guys later. All right.
Yep.
Peace.